Today, first, I am pulling from our Studio 5 email inbox. First, I'll share this note from viewer Cassidy Hansen, who had this to say recently. Studio 5, are you planning to continue the family games tradition? If so, can you do it a little sooner? I get the best gift ideas from it, rather. And viewer Linda Muir, who echoed that, saying, hi, just wondering if you are sharing your top favorite games this year on the show. Well, Cassidy, Linda, anyone else out there who was wondering, the good news is that yes, the Studio 5 producers have responded. So backed by popular demand, we are so pleased to offer another edition of what has now become a favorite tradition on the show, the best new family games for 2016. This tradition, I have to say, is 7 years running, and it's all about old-fashioned, face-to-face family interaction. We have some solid recommendations on board games guaranteed to be a pop of fun on Christmas Day or after, or before. We won't judge if you bust out that cellophane a little early. Studio 5 producer Stephanie Bryson is rolling out our choices, and you have led this tradition for our team the last 7 years.
I've loved it.
Is it still as fun now to put together?
Yes, it is. And you know what? This year I feel really passionate and strong about these picks. Like every one of them, I'm like, you really need to get them. They're awesome.
Can I share some behind the scenes dialogue? Every year we're like, are there games out there worth sharing? New games.
Right.
Should we do this again?
Should we do it?
Stephanie came forward and said, yes, we absolutely need to.
And the viewers just keep calling for it. So why not? I think you have 35 games. If you take up all the lists over all the years, at least, I mean, if 7 years, 5 games a year at least. And sometimes more. It's quite a list.
And it's not just a list we throw out there. We try these games, we test these games, and there's a criteria you've put around those games.
Yeah, so we always go for something that's easy to learn, like fast.
Right.
Very quick to play. We don't want to be committed to more than, 15 minutes at the game table if you want to switch it up. And then something that appeals to a wide age range. So something where a 10-year-old can play with grandma and grandpa and everybody can have good competitive fun.
And this is where our testing process, I think, really shines because our staff is varied in ages and stages of lives.
Right.
So we've had teenagers testing these games, we've had kids testing these games, families all around. Should we jump in?
Yes!
Game number 1, what are we putting out there this year?
Okay, you've got to pick up this game called Shaboom.
Shaboom.
Okay, so what happens in Shaboom is each player gets a tray of all these little game pieces. There's a random assortment of dice and little game guys and little tiddlywinks and what are these called? Dominoes.
Yes.
So then you get these cards and you have to complete the challenge that's on the card. So in this one, it's roll only using odd numbers, roll only odd numbers using your 5 dice.
Oh, so you
how about bouncing any color checker into your neighbor's tray?
Oh.
Right, exactly.
So. Had it made it into the tray.
Or a lot of them are, stack that one with a
certain way. That's fun.
According to the picture, so that's fun. And when you get the right, then you go shaboom and you grab the card.
And the person with the most cards wins.
10 cards, end of game.
That totally fits the easy to learn, easy to pick up and play.
Right, lots of giggles and fun.
Fun to say too.
Another one that we played with our teenagers and they really loved was called Slapsy. Okay. So this is where you get a hand of cards, and here's your 5 cards right here, Brooke. And I'm going to give you the turned up card is something that is meant to fly. You're going to look at your hand on both sides of your cards and find a card that is meant to fly. Okay. So everybody is just like looking at their cards and twisting them over.
Like the best you got? Because I don't have a great...
The best you've got. And then like mine is a hummingbird.
Mine's a trampoline.
And yours is a trampoline. You might have to make the case for why a trampoline is something that's meant to fly,
debative,
right?
Sell your claim.
And it's also about speed. So that's really fun, and it just sort of, the options are endless, and you can play a lot of different variations, change the rules a little bit, and have a variation.
And we have found over the years the dialoguing, the debating, teenagers really get into that.
Do you remember a few years ago we recommended a dice game called Tenzi?
Yes, I bought that.
And this is Slapsy, made by the same people, so it's a little bit different.
Okay, they're on our radar. Good job, guys. All right.
Okay. Speak out. This game has been getting buzz.
I've seen this online, and I am not like a stick in the mud, but I would never, ever in a million years do this. Explain.
Okay, so what this is a dental appliance, and you're supposed to put it in your mouth.
Go ahead, Steph.
It opens up your mouth, and then you're supposed to read the card. So movie stars and celebrities have been doing this, like on Ellen. Or they did it on the Kelly Ripa, Live with Kelly show. And
Khloe Kardashian, way better of a sport than I am. In my defense, my teeth are like double her size, so I'm just saying.
And you can imagine when you try to say something very difficult, like something on the card, what do you say?
We'll have to risk it for the biscuit.
With your mouth all open, and anyway, so it's funny. And there's a lot of goofiness that goes with this. Now, Courtney Norton from our she contributes to the show regularly.
Yes.
Her family played this and had a ball. She even said her mom ordered extra mouthpieces so that more people could play at a time, and just had a fun, hilarious time. So it's really very simple. Just try to
I'm
put
going to
the
get hate mail for not doing it, but maybe I'll play the pregnant card. I can't do it while pregnant. Does that work in this situation? Probably not.
Okay.
I think, though, I heard, I don't know if this is true, that it started organically with just like orthodontic appliances.
Like real ones.
Yeah, just for fun, and then somebody capitalized on it.
See how smart they are.
All
That's
right.
good. Okay, another one that's getting buzz, a lot of families know about, and we've heard about, is this game called Code Names.
Okay.
And it's worth picking up. You can get this one at Target. So the idea here is you have this, it's kind of like password, where I'm going to give you a clue. So let's be on the red team together.
Okay.
And you're going to try to find the secret agents by guessing the card. Does that make sense? So if I give you a word clue that says, my word clue is music, looking at all of these cards, which would you?
I'd say piano.
Would relate, right. And I would say, oh, that's a spy. So that's good. And we would win that way. Could you guess another one?
With music, with that clue, flute.
Okay, flute. And maybe that one would be an innocent bystander.
And you pre-identified what these cards are?
Half of the team is giving the clues, and they know
Gotcha.
who are the secret agents.
Gotcha.
And they know who are the innocent bystanders, and you never want to guess the assassin
Kind of like a clue version of Mafia.
Right.
Right? And you get the assassin card, and that's bad.
And it's great. Like we were playing with my 10-year-old and my 21-year-old, and me and my husband Jim.
I like when a little brain power is involved.
And guess what? Me and the 10-year-old won. So there you go.
Hey, way to go, 10-year-old Claire.
So we like code names. That one's at Target. Be sure you find this one with the pink and the orange labeling. There's an explicit version out there too. So just get this one.
Stephanie was a little horrified.
I was a little horrified.
Not realizing
Target.
what box she picked up. All right, next.
Okay, the next one is you're going to be a little scientist, and you actually played this one in Southern California.
Yeah, I have to share this story as well because I have probably arguably the worst memory on the Studio 5 team. It's fine. Don't try to defend it. It's fine. Anyway, so Stephanie was explaining this game in our planning meeting for today's episode, and I said, oh, we've done that one. I was all haughty. No, we've done this one, and I'm not a gamer either. And Stephanie's like, no, we haven't. But on vacation, Mark and I went to this brain teaser game store, and they had this, and we loved it.
Yeah, this is a brand new one out by Blue Orange Games, which are the guys that did Spot It back in the day. Okay, so what this is you're a little scientist, and you're going to mix your marbles up to match the card. So then it's the first person to mix their marbles up.
I like the phrase mix your marbles up.
Mix your marbles up. Anyway, so you pour and spill, and you can't, if a marble goes on the floor, then you're out.
And it's timed. Oh, I would be out.
And it's just a race.
Yes.
To get the first match, and
Clearly
the cards
Stephanie's
are endless.
marbles are cooler than mine. Hold on. There.
I didn't even try it. Look at you.
Well,
boom, right there. You got it.
Little vacation
So then you
rehearsal.
would win the card, and the person with the most number of cards
We liked
wins.
this. Mark and I stood in the store for a good 10 minutes and kind of played around with a sample there.
Super fun.
Okay.
All right, and then this game is a dice rolling game. This is kind of like Yahtzee.
All right.
So this one, the pace comes down a little bit, but it's still really fun and short to play. You roll the dice, and then based on what you roll and the combinations that you add up, you cross out your squares, and you have to, get a certain, and then you tally up your points at the end.
So you're kind of playing with yourself, but then everyone's playing against each other.
And you can block your opponents, and you can, So this is a fun one. This was really one of our favorites.
Awesome.
And it's a little bit slower pace, so that's a little bit different than a lot of the others we've got recommended here.
It's kind of after you eat Christmas dinner, you're settling into an evening hum. There you go. Pull that out.
Absolutely.
Stephanie, you did it again.
Thank you.
6 great game recommendations. Viewers asked, we answered, and we're going to put sourcing information on our website, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And surprisingly, you say locally, if you're shopping locally, Desert Book has a good selection on some of these.
Yes, I was shocked. Deseret Book is really amping up their game on board games, and you'll find a lot there, as well as, Target. And one place we didn't find too many games is at City Creek at the Go Game Center.
Oh, interesting.
There. So I would skip that, but go to some of the other places or order online.
All right, Steph, thank you so much. Look online for all of these details, all of these game choices on our website, and we'll also connect you with lists from past years. So you will have ample resources to have ample family fun this